We are just outside city limits on a beautiful Oregon summer day. This is one of the 4 or 5 months we've got where it's just not raining solid every day. We live in the beautiful Willamette Valley. We've got a little bit of property here, and it's wonderful to use for those 4 or 5 months where we've got sun. As you can see, we've got little hills along the sides here. Camera doesn't always show it, but there's probably at least a 30 foot elevation change up that hill here, and we're kind of standing in a valley here in the pasture. We've turned this pasture into our dog park. During the winter, this road, this path, trail, whatever you want to call it, it gets wet. As we scraped it out, it's become more of a path for the water. So we've got a couple projects to do around here to help alleviate that drainage problem. The first thing we did was a couple of years ago, along this fence line, we ran a trench all the way along the fence line and emptied out over here. You can see where the perforated pipe is. So we've got perforated pipe in the trench as well as river rock. It does two things. As water flows, as it floods, as the water flows from our neighbor's field into ours, it catches it and drains it into this pond that we built. It's kind of a little retention pond. We took that dirt, put that dirt under where we put the chicken coop, made good use of the dirt. The other thing it does is it catches the water that comes off the hillside up here. That is a filbert orchard, or hazelnut you may know them as, and then on the other side of the orchard is a golf course. So there's a lot of runoff right up here in this corner. So it'll catch the runoff there, and then up towards that corner we put a Y. It goes from there to about there. It helps catch it and runs in, and it keeps this pond full probably 8 months out of the year. So the project that we're working on today is to put in a second trench, perforated pipe. It'll help keep the water off the road. We have where that trailer is, and you can see the perforated pipe up there. During the winter, we actually get some springs. So all the pipe that we put up above, it still has so much water to come off. So it'll drain down here in the pond. And then we're gonna follow that up as we're gonna gravel this road, this path up. That'll be a separate video, but that'll help raise the road up above the edges of the grass. So between these two things, we're hoping it's going to fix our drainage problem. As you can see, we already got a start here this morning. So we've done all the trenching, and we've probably got another 15 feet more that we're going to run up there. And then we're going to have a separate video this afternoon where we're going to trench along here all the way down to that corner, all the way down and dump out in the creek. So stay tuned. I'll have some updates here in a minute. This is 400 feet of perforated pipe, 4 100-foot rolls. What is perforated pipe? It's field tile. Some people call it French drain or perforated pipe. And if you look, you can see here, there's perforations all along the pipe that allow water to get in. You lay the pipe in the ground, and it's kind of counterintuitive, but the water actually comes up from the bottom into the pipe. You would think it would just drain down with gravity through the top of the pipe. Watch some YouTube videos. There's plenty of YouTube videos that show how this works. It's water goes for the least resistance, and so you'd think the water would drain out the bottom in these perforations, but it doesn't. It's low resistance, and these corrugations, it helps keep the slits clear as it's running through. The ripples help keep it clear. So that's perforated pipe, and in my understanding, there's a lot of YouTube videos on this. about ready to throw the pipe in. Kind of need both hands for this. We've got a 100-foot spool, mostly unrolled. What we've got is this plastic cap. Let me see if I can do this one-handed. Cap, just a little plastic cap, caps the end. And we just throw it in. We'll be mindful of dirt clogs, make sure we're maintaining grade. We'll get it in and make adjustments. I'll be back once we get the pipe in. And the dirt that came out is now just going back in. You can see we got the laser level set up there, kind of in the center of the shot. It's starting to get ready to do the second tile run. That'll be a different video, but it's actually going to be something that we're going to jump on right after this project. As soon as we can get the tractor out and some more equipment out to start filling in and do some other work. Some of you may be wondering why we're not backfilling with gravel or rock. Certainly expense is one of them. And it's also field tile. Again, if you check out channels like Dirt Perfect, where they're running thousands of feet of field tile through farms, they never use gravel. They just bury it just like we're doing. You can also buy the perforated pipe with the cloth filter on it. But again, I think that just clogs up. The ripple effect inside helps it keep unclogged, but the fabric filter on the outside, the ripples aren't able to clean that. So I'm convinced that the cloth stuff does not work. Could be wrong, but again, back to cost. Just the plain old perforated pipe is in my budget. Get the idea. I'll bring it back later. We're back about 2 weeks after we started this field tile project. It's all filled in. It actually comes up, sneaks up below the road here. It's all buried, comes through just under the road here and all along this area here. I'd hope to get a little bit more video of us working on this, but the Sunday that we were working on it, things got a little hectic. Some things came up, a little short-handed, so we rushed and busted it up to get it all covered up. There's some low areas where it's starting to settle, some clumps, some areas that still need to be smushed down, to use a technical word, but once the rains come, that'll be able to just drive over with the tractor and get that real good. So I think between the road here that's graveled and the extra field tile here, I'm hoping that this will solve some of our drainage problem. I guess we'll know here in about 3 months. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Catch you on the next one.